Konnichiwa. On the tracks of 007.com, Komuno, Martijn Mulder desu. Hi everyone, and welcome to a new episode of 7 Minutes of Bond Locations. This time we'll take a first look at my favorite travel destination, Japan. Since there is so much to see there, the destination will be split up into several episodes, I think 3. And this is going to be the first one, and this week we'll start in the country's capital, Tokyo. Takusan no Danashimi. Ian Fleming visited Japan in 1959 while flying around the world for his Thrilling Cities article series for the Sunday Times. When he returned to Jamaica that winter, he wrote, "You Only Live Twice." It was the last book in his Blofeld trilogy in which Bond seeks revenge for the killing of his wife. For various reasons, the trilogy was reversed when Eon made their Bond films, so a revenge story was now out of the question. Eon did hold on to Fleming's original backdrop of Japan though. The first time I visited Japan was in 2006. I had set up an itinerary that would start in Tokyo and would take me all the way to the south, the most southern tip of the most southern island, Kyushu. The easiest way to cover large distances is to take the famous bullet train. I planned stops in several cities where I would rent a car to go see the nearby filming locations, and that worked out really well. And driving around in Japan is actually very easy, because all the road signs are in both Japanese and English. The first shots of Sean Connery walking through the Tokyo streets were filmed at the Ginza district, where it's still possible to find the small alley that was used in these scenes. When Bond follows Aki into a metro station, he eventually meets Tiger Tanaka for the first time. Both exterior and interior filming for this scene took place at Nakano Shimbashi station. In Tokyo, the hotel you just have to stay in is, in fact, the Hotel New Otani. Close to the main metro lines, this hotel is conveniently located. The building itself featured in You Only Live Twice as the exterior of Osato Chemicals headquarters. The original landscape garden was used as well in the scene in which Bond chases and fights Henderson's killer. Using the killer's disguise, Bond can be seen leaving the hotel grounds by car. The New Otani is a wonderful hotel with a fabulous service, and in the past decades several buildings were added, so it might look a bit different than in the 60s. Also the garden was reshaped and they added a little waterfall. But still, if you look carefully, you can find remnants of that 60s film shoot. When Aki saves 007 from the ambush outside Osato Chemicals, the two race away in Aki's Toyota GT2000, pursued by gunman in black sedan. After leaving the hotel grounds, the chase continues through the Tokyo streets. What follows was mainly filmed around one block in the Akasaka district. Several buildings in the film were especially built for the 1964 Tokyo Summer Olympics. First of all, the Tokyo New Otani Hotel itself, but also the Olympic Stadium, visible in this shot. And also the Yoyogi National Gymnasium, visible here. The car chase ends 100 kilometers away at the Fuji Speedway, where the black sedan is picked up by the magnet that hangs from a helicopter. In 2017 we celebrated the film's 50th anniversary by organizing a 14-day tour all the way through Japan. We started in Tokyo, we went through Kyoto, Himeji, and then all the way south to Nagasaki. And from there on we went to Kagoshima. Let's take a look at some footage from the Tokyo leg of that trip.
I did a picture of that. I know it's the pictures of it. Well, nothing beats the manhole cover like this thing.
Well, it's not far apart. I'm sure it's logical.
It's logical, yeah.
This is the manhole again.
Okay, you may have recognized him. He killed Henderson. I'm looking very much forward to repeating that trip soon, so if you want to join us there or any other location tour, please subscribe to our newsletter and on the trucksofw07.com so you'll be notified whenever a new tour is organized or any event is planned. I could honestly talk for hours about the wonderful experience I had in Japan during my visits. It's such a friendly and clean country, very safe, well regulated, so I can only encourage you to go there yourself or join one of our group tours. That concludes this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you next time. 7 minutes of Bond locations. For more info on this and other Bond destinations, check out onthetrucksofw07.com and follow us on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram.